2.2. I know we thought this was going to be a short lesson because of how many sections there were, but obviously with the intensity of the arithmetic, knowing to know where's what, you definitely want to be able to practice. I'm gonna give you a heads up. You can definitely do this one. This one does not have a remainder. This one you can definitely do long division way or use the factor, okay? Two different ways, up to you want to do. I am already going to cross off 2A and 2B. I don't want to scare us, but I do want to do at least letter A. Okay, real quick, let me look at letter A. Oh, I don't like it. So it looks like I'm going to do letter A and letter C. You're going to do letter D on your own, okay? Let me grab a piece of paper and copy these guys real quick. Different pen. 5x minus 12 divided by x minus 4. Halfway point. Definitely get a scratch sheet of paper. There's a lot of math that goes into this, so we definitely want to make sure you feel comfortable either way. Okay? So, maybe long division isn't the way to go. Maybe we prefer doing factor form. So, of course, practice your long division, but let's see if it makes a little more sense and it makes it a little more fun to make sure we can do factor form, because that's all over your STAR test. Long division isn't on your STAR test, so maybe factor form is the way to go. Okay. Of course, it's being divided by this, so this is what we're going to set equal to 0. This guy I'm going to write over here. Let's give it a name. Let's make a different name. Let's call it b of x equals 5x minus 12. This one's a little different because there's no exponent 2, so makes it a little bit easier. Let's work this out real fast. Opposite of that. Beautiful. 0. Bring that down. X equals 0 plus 4 is 4. Come over here. Got b of 4, sorry, equals 5 times 4 minus 12. Let's do it. 5 times 4, oops, sorry. 5 times 4 is 20. Bring down the minus 12. 20 minus 12 is 8. So b of 4 is 8. Of course, that means that this is not a factor. So, what do we do with remainders? It's going to look a little funny. So, because it's my remainder, I need to write this out a little bit differently, okay? Give me 1 second. I think we do need to do long division because this is our remainder, but we need to know what the quotient is. Yeah. So I thought I was going to create a shortcut for us, and I did it. So we do need to do long division. My fault, no worries. But we found out that 8's are remainder, so let's make sure long division shows that 8's are remainder. Okay, here we go, real fast. Thought we were going to be able to escape long division. I apologize. Something times x gives me 5x. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. There you see it's about to become 8. 5 minus 5, that's a 0. Negative 12 minus negative 20. We're going to see that it's 8. Give me one second. Apologies. Negative 12 minus negative 20. That's 8. Okay, that's our remainder. So, how do we write this? Very, very strange. Highlighters. So this is our remainder. Oops, smudge. This is our quotient, and this is our factor. We need to use all pieces of information. This is how it looks like. So it's 5 plus, because it's positive, this is a positive 8, so plus 8 over x minus 4. Chaos, chaos, chaos. What does that technically mean? So this would be the way you find your 0. Again, long division has not been tested in the most recent years with remainders and all this stuff, but of course it's nice to know it because we're practicing our arithmetic. Okay, let's do the second one. Take a minute to internalize. Okay, let's do the second one. So we got to do long division. Can't escape it. 5x to the power 2 minus 23x plus 17 dividing by x minus 2. Let's do it. Something times x gives me 5. That looks like it's 5 times imaginary 1. It's 5. Don't forget that x times x gives me this x squared. 5x times negative 2 gives me negative 10. Don't forget the x. 5 minus 5, that's 0. Negative 23 minus negative 10, let's check. Negative 13x. And let's bring down to 17. Something times x gives me 13. That's going to be minus 13. Here we go. Negative 13 with the 1x looks beautiful. Negative 13 times negative 2. Let's double check it because I don't want to get it wrong. It's okay to double check. Positive 26. Let's see what happens. Subtract. Negative 13 minus negative 13 gives me 0. 17 minus 26. Let's check. 17 minus 26. Negative 9. That's my remainder. Highlight. Boom. Quotient. Remainder. Divisor. Here we go. What's my answer? My quotient, 5x minus 13. This is a negative number, so I have to put negative 9 over my divisor of x minus 2. How ugly is that? Terrible, terrible, terrible. Again, like I said, the remainder theorem is very, very intricate, very nice if you can see it. Obviously, like I said before, this has not been tested. So definitely just make sure you can find the factors, which is what we're about to do. Okay, let's see what's next. Here's some good, interesting stuff. We do want to make sure we can identify specific words. If you look at this example, they're telling us right here, the dividend is 283. Let me zoom in so you can see. Dividend is 283. The divisor is what we're using to divide. Our quotient is what we get, and then our remainder is on top with the divisor that we already used right there. I did use the correct vocabulary. I love it. Here we go. Now, how can we verify, make sure you bold that word? This is what we're going to do. You're going to take your dividend, set it equal to your divisor times your quotient plus the remainder. Here's a small example. We need it to be the exact same at the end. Highlight this, bold this, whatever you want. If we don't get that it's the same thing, we did it wrong. And I'm going to do example A. Remember, you want to be able to do B, C, D on your own. I'm going to do letter A. What was our final? It's not my answer. Or is it my answer? Let's think a little bit. Because I guess we could write the whole thing. Yeah, that's fine. So I had the problem 5x minus 12 divided by x minus 4. And this gave me the answer of 5 plus 8 over x minus 4. Let's identify first what is what. Okay. So this is the dividend. This is the divisor. This is my quotient. This is my remainder. And this is my divisor one more time. And we're going to use this to verify that we did it correctly. So we take our dividend, 5x minus 12, set it equal to my divisor times my quotient, just times 5, plus my remainder. And we solve. Remember, we're going to leave this here at the end. 5 times negative 4, that's negative 20. 5 times x is 5x. Bring down the plus 8. Combining like terms. Combining like terms says we put in our partners together. Nobody else has an x besides 5, so I'm going to bring that guy down. These are like terms. Negative 20 plus 8. We get negative 12. And what do you know? We did it correct. Okay? So, definitely consider learning this. When I say consider, like I said, because I know we're going to be in star mode in just a couple weeks. So definitely consider making sure you can do this on your own for Algebra 2. I know next year my Algebra 1 kiddos are going to be going to Algebra 2. Algebra 2 is now being offered in freshman high school curriculum. And here's a little subletting of what exactly is going on. There's basically the formula right there. Okay, let me see if I need to cover everything else, because we're going on to 13 minutes. Looks wonderful. Let's see page 9. Oh yes, almost done, I swear, ladies and gentlemen. Page 9. Okay, here we go. So So consider each dividend in question 1 as a function of p of x. So part A is what we've already been doing, 5x minus 12. That's what I'm going to be doing. You want to do those two. Make sure you can do them. So I'm going to say p of x equals my letter A of 5x minus 12. So This wants to evaluate with x is 4. So P of 4 equals 5 of 4 minus 12. And then we just solve the right side. 5 times 4 is 20. Bring down the 12. 20 minus 12. We should be able to say that's 8. So my answer for the specific part, P of 4 equals 8. Okay, so we're just evaluating, nothing too crazy. That's telling me at x it's 8. Beautiful. Do those two on your own. How does the remainder relate to the divisor for each problem? Gonna skip these two also just because I don't want to make us cry yet. We're doing a great job. What conclusion can you make about the polynomial evaluated at R? Would basically be the remainder, but don't worry about it. Very, very detailed, especially when we don't want to consider this for star. Don't forget, you could always evaluate. Remember, set this equal to 0. Basically, the opposite, so my R is 3. Right here, opposite, -7. Substitute. Gonna help you out already. This is gonna give me 0, so this looks great. This is already a 0 of our function. Right here, we do the bottom one. Gonna give you the answer right away to save time. This one gives me 28. And what's this? A remainder. Okay. Very, very cool stuff. Almost done, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're expanding a lot on this stuff. Very, very happy if you can accomplish this on your own. Of course, with added support from your teachers, we should be okay. Oh my gosh, we're just going into more and more intense stuff. Of course, definitely finish watching the video. Gotta make sure that you all know how to solve correctly. Let's find out what x is real fast. Let me scroll up. This R2 means the remainder 2. So we got x over 7 equals 8. Remainder 2 is positive, so I'm going to put plus 2. Make sure you can identify what I just did right there. I'm going to leave this to the end, so don't touch the remainder till the end, okay? So I take 18, and the way I get rid of this is I multiply by 7. Multiply by 7. This cancels, giving me x. Reason why that happens is because you distribute, so it's 7x, and then 7 over 7 is just 1, so it cancels. Right here, 17 times 18. 17, I don't know why I said 17. 7 times 18 gives me 126. Don't forget the remainder 2, so my x is 128. Very, very different. I think I do like the whole parentheses in the beginning part. So let's do something a little harder. Oh my God, sir, can you let the chaos stop? I know. A lot of stuff. So we're taking P of x. I'm gonna leave the remainder minus 4 at the end. I'm gonna highlight it so I don't forget. P of x over x plus 3 equals 5x minus 2. Put it in parentheses. Put this in parentheses. Multiply by x plus 3 on both sides. These cancel just like the top part. So we get p of x equals 5x minus 2 times x plus 3. And guess what we have to do? Box method. And I haven't forgot about the remainder. So, box method. Five x negative 2, x and 3, imaginary 1. 5 times 1 is 5, x times x is x squared. 5 times 3 is 15, keeping an x. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, keeping an x. And 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. These guys are all x's. We add across. 15 plus negative 2, 13. Bring in my highlighter. This is an answer, this is an answer, this is an answer. All right here. P of x equals 5x squared positive 13x minus 6. But we can't forget about this. Minus 4. P of x equals 5x squared plus 13x. These are partners. Negative 6 minus 4, negative 10. There it is. Can we check our work? Most definitely. You go backwards, long division. We don't want to do that right now. We're touching 22 minutes on this video. Definitely split it up if you need to. Do one more video on the talk to talk, and we'll have a great day.